Hey, good
Good
morning.
morning, David.
Happy to
Looking
have you
forward
here
to
this morning. Yeah, looking forward to having you here.
it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Janetta. How are you? Archie Holland's new name there. What's up, Archie? Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, that's Archie. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. What's up, man? How you doing, dude?
Got a bunch of stuff.
Can't complain, man. Excited. I was just telling everybody on the Instagram live. I have this mastermind with my coaches we do every Thursday night. And I was just saying how there's so much power and clarity because they've been telling me certain things for a while, and it kind of clicked last night where I actually know exactly what I need to be doing around, growing my coaching program. So I woke up this morning, man, just energized to like get after it. I'm up at 6:30 and I'm researching already like what to do. And I'm just excited, man, when you have that focus, you show up differently.
Yep.
So excited to be here. I don't know how many people we're gonna have on this call this morning because it is heading into November. You know how real estate agents are. October, November, and December they start falling off, but that's okay. I'm here to plug into the people who understand the importance of staying plugged in, especially during this time of the year. I really wish I can get more people off of Instagram because there's always a huge following on Instagram, about 20 additional students. If I can get them over here, we could have a lot more fun with the role play. However, yeah, I'm working on them. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Rosalia, what's up? Welcome. I appreciate you coming back. I didn't scare you away on Wednesday, so I'm happy you came back. Good to see you.
It's all my benefit. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Did you have any takers on the sync? Anybody reach out to you and or Scott?
Yeah, two people. There were only three, I think, from BCP. You have to be a BCP employee or member. So we're hoping for more. Sync is a great program. I don't know how many people are on here. It's a CRM. You have to be part of BCP. We have over 10,000 leads. It's a great way to generate, and it's really minimal cost. And you have a whole support group of your
Yeah.
peers.
Yeah, unfortunately, right now, nobody from BCP is on the Zoom, but maybe some people on Instagram are there and actually listening in. What's up, Thomas? What's going on, sir? Well, tell me a win for this week, Sean. Let me hear your win. What's up, Ariane?
Man, I told you the other day my win, but
Mm-hmm.
since
Since
then,
then, any other wins? Yep.
um, just admin stuff, taking care of back end stuff that I've been neglecting. And
Yeah.
I got to keep follow my follow-ups. I'm starting to use follow-up boss, so I'm getting trained on that right now. So that's new for me. I've
Right.
been using command for the past 3 years, so now doing follow-up boss. I have a TC. I have a big team behind me now, so it's a whole new ball game for me.
I hear that, man. One thing I train my agents on, I really believe it's important that we have a time during the week to work in our business. Like a Friday afternoon is usually pretty good to just sit back and work on the database stuff. And it's important, man, because sometimes we get so busy just working and all that stuff falls by the wayside. So good for you. Good for you. Kelly, I like your new headshots. Very nice. Very nice. Tell me a win for this week, Kelly.
Um, I listed a house on Monday and we're in attorney review.
Oh, well, that's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
We love that, don't we? When it just happens that quickly. I love it. I love it.
It was a
No,
bumpy ride though. It was a bumpy ride.
all good. How do you use that type of leverage to go get you more listings? Like, are you spreading that word like with the neighbors? Like, what are you doing with that to help yourself grow?
That's a good question. I need to do better. This property it's a fire damaged property.
Okay.
It's not, it's not the pretty house, so I'm not really sure how to mark. I didn't even have a chance to put the sign up in front, honestly. It went that fast.
It went that fast. Okay. Well, listen, it doesn't matter what the house looked like. It's the fact that you got it sold and you got it sold that quickly. And there are a lot of people who want that type of result. And the fact you can do it with a house that's fire damaged too, that says a whole lot. It's all about the marketing and or pricing strategy that you use. So, I wonder how many other people in that neighborhood have expired.
Yeah.
And if you reached out to them and said, man, you were on the market for like 100 days, I sold this in a week. If I could get you similar results, would you be open to talking with me? There's opportunity there.
I'm going to look for it because I know there is a house just a couple of doors down that is, it looks like it's about to expire soon. So
All right. Can I tell you what my little hack was?
What?
Because the good thing about New Jersey MLS, we can see when houses are about to expire. And so in my area that I farmed, like the month that they were going to expire, I would always go do a preview, like a agent preview. I would leave my card in the house because when you call expires, they're like, well, did you even see my house when it was on the market? And I can honestly say, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Right. I remember your house because I have this, this, and this. Right. So it gave me an opportunity to say, yes, I have been in the house honestly. And then my card is there. So maybe they might remember seeing my face and it just gives me more of an in. So
I love that. That's a great idea.
do that with that house. And
I'm gonna do that.
you may turn around and flip and expire. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see here. I want to hear from one more person. Alberto, my friend, what's going on, sir? Good to see you. Lenny, tell me a win. A win for me is having Lenny in the push program. We about to push it real good. But Lenny, tell us a win for this week, man. What's up?
So I got a cash buyer that hit me last night. They want to put an offer on the property. So
yeah,
I'm going to be running around this afternoon trying to figure this out.
All right. Listen, I love that, man. And Lenny called me this week, and people always tell me they like my voice. I answered the phone. Lenny was like, "Hey, what's up?" I was trying to lower my voice a little bit. I was like, "What's up, man?" I was trying to get into it with you. No, congrats, man. Let's go make some money, man. Let's go make it happen. It's all good. All right. All right, we're going to do some role play. And what I want to do, Kimberly's going to be setting this up. I want to give everybody an opportunity to role play who's on the call. And the good thing is we have a smaller call, so it's easier to get through it. What I'm just going to do is just keep it simple, not a bunch of feedback. Really, what I want to do today is just get you guys comfortable being uncomfortable. And I know sometimes you're here and you're like, oh, David, don't choose me. However, you're here because you want to improve and you want to get better. So all we're going to do is I'm going to choose two people. I'm going to give an objection. One person will be the agent, and then we'll switch. So there'll be 90 seconds for each, and you got to overcome this objection. And you can do that just through overcoming the objection or asking questions. I just want to see where you take it. There's not going to be a lot of feedback. Just you get your 90 seconds, you get a chance to speak, start working on your scripting, start working on your question asking. All right. So the first people that Kimberly selected, I got Cynthia and I got Kelly. And we're going to start off with, they're like,
we're role play partner. We're role play partners. We role play on Friday morning, but we both couldn't do it this morning. So
now you get a chance to get it in. It works out very well. It's funny how things work out. So I'm going to start off with Kelly being the agent. Let me ask you guys, is it better to have the time shown or is it too much pressure when you guys can see the clock?
I'm not really looking.
I'm not looking. So
okay. All right, cool. Then I'm gonna have it so everybody else is kind of aware of what's going on with the time, and that way we keep everyone honest. Kelly, you're going to start off being the agent, and the objection, Cynthia, is will you lower your commission? And so it's no ring. We're just going to go right into giving the objection. Cynthia, you'll just say, Kelly, will you lower your commission? All right.
Kelly, you've been great, but will you lower your commission?
well, Cynthia, that's a great question. Can I ask you a question? I'm assuming that you're looking for an agent who is going to negotiate on your behalf, correct?
We are.
Okay. So how would you feel if I were to allow you to out-negotiate me on my paycheck, how I feed my family, and how I pay my bills? Would you trust me to negotiate for the highest amount of money and your equity in a negotiation against another agent?
I hear what you're saying, Kelly, but I've spoken to a couple of other agents and they are willing. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. And they are willing to lower their commission to 4%. And I feel like they would do a great job too.
But they've just demonstrated to you that they're not good negotiators by lowering their fee. So how do you think they're going to negotiate and strongly fight for the equity in your home?
I mean, they've been agents for a while. They have great sales records from what they're telling me. So I would think they know what they're doing.
Okay, well, I've shown you my record as well. And I fight hard for my clients, but I don't negotiate my compensation. Any other questions?
No, I think we're good.
I bobbled that, but
All right. So I'm going to work on just like 10 to 15 seconds of feedback. And Kelly, the only thing I would tell you is you told her they show you how they negotiate already. Get her to say that. Like, I out negotiated them. Maybe they aren't the best. So you got to get her to come to that conclusion, because then it's fact. If you're just saying it's your opinion. So
Right.
ask the question to make her say, well, yeah, I did out negotiate them. Yeah, maybe they aren't the best option. If you can do that, I think it's going to help you convert that person easier, because now they've said it.
Right. Okay.
All right, good stuff. Let's switch. And then Kelly, you say the same thing to Cynthia. Will you lower your commission? And Cynthia, let's see how you handle that. Let's go.
Cynthia, will you lower your commission?
Now, Kelly, why would I go do that?
Because, the other agents did.
Kelly, I mean, I've shown you a great presentation. I've shown you my track record. Let me ask you, what's more important to you? Is it paying a lower commission, or is it paying or getting more money from yourself?
Both.
All right, but if you had to choose one, what would be more important to you?
I guess getting more money, but just because I pay more, you're telling me I'm going to get more money? That just doesn't make sense to me.
I'm not saying that you are paying more, Kelly. I'm saying that you are getting more. What if I were able to, I feel like I've showed you that, through my sales records, I have my track record, that I have at least on oh shoot, what's the word I'm looking for? That my track record is 5% over, list price. So that's at least another 50,000 that covers my commission. What is it to you if the commission is covered and you're netting more? How would damn. I forgot. I don't know where I'm going with it.
You were on the right
You were on
track.
the
Like
right track,
I
yeah.
heard you.
I'm trying to come up with the words. If I net you more money and I cover my commission, why is the paying a commission like important to you?
Or maybe if I netted you more money and that covered my commission, that wouldn't be an issue for you, would it?
Yeah.
That would work for you, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying for myself, maybe tying it down that way.
Okay.
You were on the right track. Just
Yeah, I got nervous.
Is this what yeah, I was nervous. We were nervous, and we role play with each other every day. Like,
yeah,
a couple of
I'm
times a
working
week.
on. So guys, just so you know, I'm building out this whole community for you guys where you'll be able to go in and access all the past recordings from script practice. I'm working on it now. So is that Alex Hermosi? Oh no, that's Taylor. What's up, Taylor? All right. I saw the thing on your nose. I thought it was Alex Hermosi on my call. I got excited for a second there. All right. What's up, Taylor? I'm messing with you, man. How you doing? All right, so good role play there, Cynthia. The only thing is just tighten it up and just keep practicing that. Like how to talk about your commission. Every time you role play with Kelly, just, hey, always hit me with the commission one and just work on tightening that up. In a week, you'll have it. You'll be fine.
All right.
Thank you. All right, up next, we have Archie and Janetta. And I'm going to start off with Archie being the agent. Janetta, all you have to say to Archie is, we want to list it higher than what you're recommending.
Archie, we want to list it higher than what he's asking. Is that what you say, David?
Yeah, than what he's recommending. Yep.
Archie, we really want to list it higher than what you've recommended.
Okay. I can definitely understand that. How would you feel if after 2 weeks, the home has not gotten any showings based on the price that you would rather list it at?
Well, I'm willing to wait. 2 weeks is not a long time. I wouldn't really even, if we got it sold in 2 weeks, that would be great. But if it took a little longer than that, that's fine.
Okay, I can understand that as well. Well, let's go back to why you wanted to sell in the first place. It's my understanding that you all had to be in your new home within 90 days. And if we're not getting any showings based on the price point, how's that going to aid in getting to where you need to be as soon as you need to be there?
Well, Of course, yeah, we definitely need to be in that other house in 90 days. So, I'm leaving it to you to just kind of do a good job at marketing. I know there's I've seen some awesome marketing strategies just going on TikTok and social media. So, is that something that you do to market? I think that will help.
Well, I'm here to be your agent. I will do a song and dance, whatever I need to do to get your house sold. But before you make your mind up, let's agree that we will go ahead and try your price, but we will come back in that 10-day time frame and reassess where we are and make the necessary adjustments if we need to do a price adjustment.
Okay, let's make that 2 weeks, like you said, about 14 days.
Good job, man. You wrapped it up. That was good. The only thing, Archie, I'm going to ask you, do you have them sign the price reduction form up front?
I had not done that before. I didn't even know that was a thing until you just said it.
So what I do with someone like Janetta, I usually start off by saying, the National Association of Realtor tells us like in 2 weeks, if you don't have any offers, you're overpriced. So how long would you want your house to sit on the market without offers before we reduce the price? And they usually take my lead. When I say 2 weeks, they say like 2 weeks. Then I'll say, okay, we'll try your price for 2 weeks. However, you need to sign the price reduction form right now so that in 2 weeks, if we don't have an offer, I'm just going to automatically drop the price down. And the reason I started doing that, Archie, is when people said, let's talk about it in 2 weeks, they always wanted to wait another 2 weeks and they kept pushing it out. I wanted that commitment so that if we didn't have an offer in 2 weeks, I just went right in, reduced the price, and we just kept it moving. So get that price reduction form signed up front, get that commitment. The verbal commitments do not count. Get it in writing and you'll be better off.
Okay.
Good stuff, man. All right, so same thing, same objection. Archie, I just want you to tell Janetta we want to start off higher than what you're recommending. Janetta, I want to hear how you overcome that.
Hey, Janetta, after talking with my wife, we want to list our home higher than the price you're recommending.
So you want to list your home higher than what you recommended. And Mr. Archer, let me ask you, what are you basing that on?
Just again, what we think our house is worth. We have invested a lot in the home. We've done a lot of updates to the home. We just think it's worth more than the price you're recommending.
You think it's worth more? Absolutely. However, we did go over some of the comparables in this area. And so looking at some of those comparables and the pricing per square footage based on your square footage of your house, we were looking at some other numbers. So what do you think about those houses that have already sold that is in comparison to where you are in your property and the price point? So we've looked at that. So you think that your house is based in this market that we should still stick with your price point?
Yeah, I think that let's go ahead and start higher, and then if we need to negotiate down, then we can negotiate down.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's go on and I'm going to add that into our listing agreement, and that after we'll give it 2 weeks. If your price that you're recommending, if we have no showings or no offers, we'll just automatically reduce that price by 3%, or we'll reduce it to X amount. How does that sound?
Okay, we can do that.
All right. We were on the right track. Janetta, how'd you feel about, what you said?
Well, it needs to be cleaned up a lot. I mean, I was trying to go back and refer to the comparables of the properties that sold, and I just really, kind of tripped over my words a lot. So that means that I really definitely need more practice with that.
Yeah, just tightening it up a little bit. Good job, though. Good job. Guys, I want everybody to come off mute. I need you guys to repeat after me. Everybody come off mute. Just repeat after me. Scared money.
Scared
money.
Don't make no money.
Don't make no money.
Y'all stop hiding on Instagram.
Y'all stop hiding on Instagram.
And come over and join us in Zoom.
And
Come
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 over
on over and join us on Zoom.
All right, we'll see y'all there. All right, y'all hear that? Come join us on Zoom. Y'all stop hiding. All right, sorry. I just had to call them out because I know some people are hiding, but I also know some people can't have their camera on, so I respect that. We do have to have our cameras on here, Hillary, so please, camera on. The only person who's allowed to have their camera off is my assistant, Kimberly. She's in the Philippines doing some work, so everyone else, cameras on. All right, up next we have Ariane and Kiera. What's up? Ariane, you there still? Where you at? There she is.
Buenos dias.
Okay, buenos dias. Let's get after it. Okay. Ariane, you're starting off as the agent, and you're going to say, hey, we just want to sell it ourselves before we work with an agent. We want to give it a shot, right? You're thinking of being a FISBO. All right. And Kiera, you have 90 seconds. Let's see how you handle that. Let's go ahead and unmute Kiera. You got this.
Hi, Kira.
Hold on, she's not unmuted yet.
Hi, Kira. I think
She's
I'm sorry, you said Kieram or Kiera?
Kiera.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were talking to someone else. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I said it wrong. Who knows? Who knows? I haven't had enough
It's all
coffee yet.
right.
Haven't had enough coffee yet. But Kiera, the objection you're going to get from Ariane is we're thinking about selling it ourselves. We might go for sell by owner, and I want to see how you overcome that. So, Ariane, go ahead and say it, and I'll start the timer.
Hey, Kiara. I think we're just going to try it on our own for a bit. Consider, entertaining listing with an agent.
Okay, perfect. I can understand you guys wanting to do that. Ariane, is it okay? Could you tell me more why you guys want to sell your property by yourself?
We're looking to net the most money. As my mom's nest egg, and it's our nest egg. So we want to use the money towards getting, putting some, her elder care, in case she needs extra help or in-home care. So we need to have that extra money available.
Gotcha. I can definitely understand that. I do have a grandfather who is currently in that situation, so I know how important it is to have those extra funds on hand, but I also know how important it is to have those extra funds on hand immediately. So Carrie, could you tell me how soon are you guys needing these funds? Is this something that you guys need right away for the care of your mom?
We don't need it at the moment right away. We just really want to just have it available.
Gotcha. And just thinking because again, as I said, I've been in a position where I have to handle someone who's elderly. It takes a lot of time to take care of those phone calls and the business matters that come with that. Would you say it would be would you say it would make sense for you guys to offset trying to sell a home so that you can, put more of that attention onto your mother?
All right, let me pause. That was over. Let me just say this, Kiera. I love where you went. You went like, tell me more about that. We need to dig into it and get more information. And I love that you started to tell a story. I wanted you to stay on that story a little bit longer. Like, yeah, we understand how that works in our family. We had to have elder care for my grandfather, and it took up so much time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that it's taken a lot of time out of your schedule and your day to handle your mom and take care of her? Imagine being a full-time agent on top of that. Focus on. So you were headed down the right way. I like where you were going. Good job there. Good job there. Okay.
Okay.
Let's switch it. Ariane, unmute. And now, Ariane, you're going to be the agent. Same scenario. And the good thing about this, we can pull from personal experience. We can talk about life, right? All right. Kiera, tell her we're thinking about selling it ourselves.
Hey, Ariane, thanks so much for calling, but we're going to go ahead and sell our home ourselves.
That's fantastic, Kiara, and I am absolutely certain that you probably could. However, I am just curious, how do you plan on vetting your buyers that come through and fielding all those phone calls that you're going to get, most likely from realtors as a for sale by owner?
Gotcha. Well, I mean, Ariane, honestly, I think because I am a realtor myself where I live at, I think I would be able to handle buyers.
Okay, that's fair enough. However, do you think that you can have a biased opinion, being that it's your own personal home?
I agree. I think I could.
So you think you could?
Yes.
Okay, so what would it look like, or what do you think it might look like if you took yourself out of the equation and had somebody neutral on your behalf represent you?
Mm, I'm not sure how that will look. I haven't quite processed that yet, but I know if I take care of things by myself, I'd probably have better negotiating power.
True. However, sometimes our emotions kind of tend to get in the way when we're so attached to the outcome.
Time. All right, Arian, give me some feedback on how you think you did there.
I didn't let her come to her own conclusions, and I don't think I knew how to handle it, being as that she said she was a realtor. I'm like, why don't you list it yourself? You get more exposure.
Maybe she's not, maybe she's a referral. Maybe she's a commercial agent.
Fair.
Maybe it's her house and she's like, well, anyhow, there's a lot of different things. I would ask. Just dig into it. Just dig into it. All right. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Up next, we have Kim and Juliet. If you guys can unmute.
Yes.
What's up, Mr. Goodman? How you doing? All right, here we go. Here's the objection. We're not in a rush. We want the market to get hotter before we put our house on the market. We're not in a rush. All right. So, Kim, I want you to give that objection to Juliet. Juliet, I want you to do your best and see how you overcome that. We're not in a rush. We want to wait till the market for the market to get hotter. All right.
Okay.
Give it to her. Is Kim here? Oh, maybe Kim left. Okay. All right. Let me go to Lenny. Lenny, you give this to Juliet. I thought Kim was still here. Lenny, give this to Juliet. You're just telling her we're not in a rush. We're going to wait for the market to get hotter.
What makes you think the market is going to get hotter?
Well, no, you that's the objection you're going to give Juliet. Like, we're not in a rush. We're going to wait for the market to get hotter, and then Juliet's going to overcome that.
Hey, Juliet, we're not in a rush. We're going to wait till the market gets hotter.
Well, Lenny, from my experience, I have seen that when you wait for the market to be hotter or something, sometimes you lose on some opportunities wherein the buyers are already ready to buy, especially in this period of rising interest rates. I know it's coming down yet, but then the prices of the homes become more competitive during this stage. So if you wait a while, maybe you would lose that momentum, because I've seen that myself. When the sellers tend to wait for the right market, or for the right time, sometimes they lose on the other opportunities. As I said before, there are so many buyers out there, especially in our area in Bergen County, where the prices are becoming more competitive, and the prices goes to the highest bidder. In that way, you will have an edge, because you will get more competitive price on the pricing of your house, on the sale of your house, rather.
So more competitive, meaning I can net more money if I list it now?
Yes, that's what I have seen before. See, and that will apply to you most,
All
especially
right. Time. Julia, what's one piece of feedback you think I might give you?
Be definite on what I'm saying, or be more more strong on what my contention is.
More to the point?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw me doing this.
No.
This is my sign when I know I'm talking too much and I need to be quiet.
Oh.
Like you. So like you were saying so much, it was a lot. So I would just work on just shortening that up a little bit and just getting to the point.
Okay.
I'll send it to you so you can go back and listen to it. But I would just, that's the one piece of feedback. I have more, but that's the one thing I want you to work on, just getting to the point. But let's switch it. I want you to now tell Lenny, like, Lenny, we're not in a rush. We're going to wait for the market to get hotter, and I want to see how he does it. And I also would want to see you asking more questions, Juliet, as well. So go ahead and give that to Lenny. Let's see how Lenny handles that. And just tell him you're not in a rush. You're waiting for the market to get hotter.
Okay. All right. Hi, Lenny. First of all, thank you for reaching out to me, but we decided that we will wait for the market to get hot before we put it in the market.
So how have you determined that the market will get hotter?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't get what you said.
It's kind of hard to hear you. You sound kind of muffled a little bit.
Yeah, my headset just died. I got it on charge. Let me know if you can hear me now.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So how do you know that the market is going to get hotter if we wait?
Well, I've seen it in my neighborhood when they waited for the right time, then sometimes they get the prices that they want, you know. My friend did it, so I just thought I'll do it also.
Okay. I mean, if you don't mind, you can share some of that information. I can take a look at it, and then I can make a decision in the future. Is that okay with you?
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me. But why do you think putting the market now is more beneficial to me? What's your point of view?
I just wanted to wait. I mean, I haven't seen any information that tell me that it would be going otherwise, so that's why I'm asking for that data.
Okay. All right. Yeah, if you could probably give me some statistics on what you have sold before, and then you think it's the right time for me to put it on the market now, then maybe you can convince me.
Time is now, right? I mean, rates are dropping. It's coming around the holidays. People are looking.
Okay. All right.
I got to be honest, man. It was so tough for me to hear you on my end. I don't really have the feedback that I would want to be able to give you because I didn't hear you well. Did anyone else hear him where you have some feedback? Because I was having a hard time on my end. Lenny, I'm sorry, man. It was some, whatever's going on with your mic, it just, and the deepness of your voice, it just made it hard to hear you.
Who was the agent?
Juliet. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Lenny was the agent. I'm
was
sorry.
the agent.
Lenny was the agent.
It sounded like she was.
A little bit at one point in time, I was like, I got confused. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. Well, that's good feedback then. Thank you, Mr. Goodman. That's good feedback. We can't have the tail wagging the dog, right? So, okay, good feedback. Mr. Goodman, you're up. So, Alberto, you're up. And guys, after this role play, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to ask you guys, what is one objection you got on the phone when you were prospecting this week? And I want to cover that, something that you personally had when you called someone this week. So if that's you, go ahead and raise your hand, because after this role play, I want to come to you. And my expectation is everybody would have at least one if you were doing your job this week, right? So it seems like almost every hand should go up, but I just need one. All right, so Alberto, here's the objection that I want you to give to Mr. Goodman. My neighbor sold for more last year. Why can't I get that price? So Alberto, that's what you say to Mr. Goodman. My neighbor sold for more last year. I want that price. That's the price we're looking to list at. Okay, let's go.
Who's the agent?
Terrell.
Okay, Terrell. My neighbor sold the property for more money last year. I want to get the same amount of money.
I can understand that, Mr. Alberto, with your neighbor selling for a certain price last year. But here's the thing about that, Mr. Alberto. Price is just a moment in time. So the time that we had last year is not what reflects on the market today. And I want to show you exactly how much you can get for your property. So what's a good time for us to sit down and meet to talk about this? Will 4 be better or will 5?
What do you think is the price is a moment in time?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
What do you mean what the price is a moment in time? What do you mean by that?
Okay, well, that's a great question because what I mean by that is last year's market of maybe homes was above a certain price range. This year's market is completely different. So once we sit down, you're going to see the information of what I mean by that. So what time works better for us to sit down and talk about that, Mr. Alberto? 4
I'm
p.m.
not,
today?
no, I'm not sure about that because I've been talking to different agents because I've been receiving a lot of phone calls from agents that say they can get the same price. So I haven't interviewed any of these
Hmm.
agents. I just give the phone numbers and probably by the end of the weekend, I'm gonna sit down and check all of these phone calls and check the numbers and set the time to interview 3 different agents.
Okay, and that's exactly what I want to do with you. I just want to sit down, show you the statistics. And here's the thing about what agents say if they can get that price for you. Some agents want to just say that to just grab a listing or to agree with you. What I want to do is sit down and give you the exact truth of what prices are selling for today. Are you available today at 4?
All right. You were on your way there, man. That was good. And I was thinking as he asked you that, like about the moment in time, like Alberto, how much did you buy your house for when you bought it 20 years ago?
I bought it for 110,000.
And now we're trying to sell it for over 500,000, right?
Yeah.
So what if the buyer came up to us and said they wanted to buy the house for what you bought it for 110? What would you say?
No way.
Why? I mean, that's what you bought it for. Why can't they get that price?
Yeah, because it's 500 now.
Exactly. Same thing with the market with your home selling it. It's not about what your neighbor got. It's about what is it selling for right now. Unfortunately, we can't get you that number. We can only get you what it's trading for right now. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I don't know if that came out right, but that's what I was thinking. All right. All right.
I mean, it's I mean, the way that you set up the thing is the right way, to conduct the conversation.
Okay.
Because it says I got it for 110, and now I'm trying to fake to get 500,000, but the trade is for 110.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
market,
that's
the market is changing up and down all the time. It's like a stock market.
it's like the stock market. You bought Disney for $100. You got to sell it now. It's trading at 50. What can you sell it for? 50. Like that's what it's trading for. And the housing market is like the stock market. That's another way to handle that for sure. Kelly, do you have feedback on this or you have a scenario?
I had a scenario.
Okay, 1 second. I'll come to you. Let me just switch this role play. And now, Terrell, I want you to tell Alberto that your neighbor got more and you want to get the price your neighbor got.
Alberto, my neighbor got way more, so I want to get the same price that he got.
It was a year ago, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you think that you are going to be able to get the same amount of money that your neighbor got it last year?
Because I know the area and homes are still selling for that much. So I want that exact price.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I'm agree with you 100%.
Thank
But
you.
unfortunately, the market has been changing. Now that everything is going back to normal, the market is shifting. The market is flooding with more inventory. When you get more inventory, the prices is still coming down. So you are not going to be able to get the same amount of money of your neighbor. If you were to sell last year, I'm agree with you, but not at this time because we were in seller's market a year ago, and now we are in a buyer's market when the buyer had a lot of options to get different properties, and not necessarily they are going to get more money for your property. So if you want to, we can meet tomorrow at 3 or Saturday at 5. And I'm going to explain to you what's going on in the market right now in real time. How
Okay,
does that sound?
it sounds sensible, but you said a normal market. So transition from a seller to a buyer's market, that's the normal market, the buyer's market?
No, the buyer's market is when we have more inventory. A year ago, we were selling the properties in only 2 or 3 months. Now it's going to take like a 6 to 7 months. That means when you have that time frame, it's because we have more inventory. When you have more inventory, the prices are coming down.
But
All right. We're done with that role play. So a couple of things. Terrell said homes are still selling at that price, right? I need some clarity on that. Are they selling at that price or are homes listed at that price? Because that's a big difference. Are you on the market or in the market?
Yes.
Then you could talk about that. Well, let me show you. Those homes have been on the market for 5 months and they haven't sold.
Got it.
So if you put your house on the market, you're going to end up getting the same results. Let me show you what's actually selling. Like I would take it back to comparables, talk about the actual market and talk about the numbers. I know this is just a role play, so we don't have the comps. However, I would make sure that he understood that just because they're on the market for that price, it does not mean that they're selling. If they were selling, you would be recommending that price as well. You're recommending a different price because those homes are not selling. All right. Rosalia, what's your scenario?
Sorry, my phone's giving me trouble. So I want to get my house perfect before I put it on the market. So I'm having people come and do work on it because the agent told me in order to get the most amount of money, I have to have it perfect.
Okay. Who wants to handle that one? That's a good one. Who thinks they can handle that? I want to make my house perfect. Ooh.
What do you mean? What do you mean to get the house perfect?
Thank you. Get some clarity. Ask some questions. All right. So did you ask that, Rosalia? Like, what do you mean by get the house perfect? What does perfect mean?
Yes. Well, my basement is a mess. I need it cleaned up. I want to paint it. I have some water damage. I want to redo a bathroom, and the roofer's coming because my roof is in bad shape, and I was told I'd make less on my house in negotiations.
Okay. All right. Where else can we take it, guys?
How much are you planning to spend doing those arrangements in your house or to fix the house?
It's going to cost me about 80,000.
80,000.
Yes.
And do you think that you are gonna recoup that money at the sale time?
Yes, I want 850, and that's top dollar. And agents are telling me I'd have to put it on the market at high sixes.
What about if you get only $20,000 less because the defect in the roof and the defect on the roof and the thing that is happening in your basement?
What would you list my house at 850 if it has mold and a bad roof and a
That
bathroom
is
that needs
something
to be
that we
done?
have to fix. I mean, especially the mold. But the roof, we can negotiate the roof. Always we
Right.
can
How
negotiate.
much? How much do you negotiate?
I mean, everything depends how much are gonna release the house for.
Well, I only want to list it at 850, and that's top dollar right here.
Yeah, I mean, $850. I agree with you that you need the most amount of money, but probably you're not gonna recoup the 80,000 that you is planning to spend.
So you could list my house at 850 and sell at 850.
It's not gonna happen with that condition that you explained to me.
Hold on, let me pause you guys real quick. I need my flippers in here, like Ariane, people who do this for a living, to have these conversations with people. What do you say to someone? They're like, hey, I want 850. I got mold. I got to redo my basement. I got to fix up a bathroom. I want to put 80,000 in so I can get my number. What do we say to people who want to do that? Are they going to get dollar for dollar back what they put in?
It's not gonna happen.
What if they do all these renovations and they do this bathroom and the buyers don't like what they did? Like the roof needs to be done, right? The mold needs to be fixed. I get that, right? But all the other things, is she going to get the money back that she's putting into it?
Nope.
I'm just asking. You're saying no. What else? Ariane, will they get the money back? Mr. Goodman, will they get the money back? Lenny, will they get the money back that they're putting into it typically?
You know, it depends, right? But everyone has different opinions on each. I was just listed as
They're
this.
just bringing it to market, to market status.
Okay, and what does that mean?
That means that they're going to get it to where people are going to be like, oh, wow, now this is worth that much money. Would you buy it for that much money, knowing that it needs that much work?
What was the outcome of your conversation, Rosalia?
Well, we're actually going to talk again. She wants to hire people. Well, I believe she has to do the mold. I mean, that's a definite. And
Right.
and the roof, she got a great price on it. I think they are going to negotiate more. I really agree with her on that. But the bathroom and the whole house, she's going to do stuff too. She can't get 850 without. She might not even get 850 if she does all that.
What does she
What
need
happened?
850 for?
Go ahead, Terrell. Go ahead.
What is it that she needs 850 for?
There we
Why
go.
is 850 so
She
important?
needs it. She needs it because she wants to buy another home, and that will bring her to 650 for another home.
She needs
But have you
650.
seen the house?
Go ahead.
Yes,
I'm
I
sorry.
have seen the house.
Okay, I thought this was a phone conversation. Okay.
It was a phone conversation. After so the house had to go back, and then she stopped me coming back. I'm going
Okay.
back to give her a CMA, and she doesn't want the CMA because she had a CMA from someone else, but she wants to talk to me.
So what happens if she can't get 850? Does that mean she doesn't move and she just stays there, or does she have to actually buy something?
No, she has to buy something. She's moving her whole family.
Why?
Because she needs, she's in an expensive taxed area. She's hoping to get money out, move further out in New Jersey for a little smaller of a home, less tax, but she still needs a house that's going to cost her about 650. She's
And
right.
how much would she save, annually being in that smaller house with less taxes?
Her mortgage will be less at 650. She won't have a mortgage, and she'll have probably about 5,000 less in taxes. So it's not having the mortgage alone. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 5,000 a year she'll be saving.
Oh, I don't, I have mortgage.
If you don't know, it's okay. I would
don't know.
find
I don't
out.
actually know her mortgages, but I know she'll have no mortgage at that point.
Yeah, I would find out, because if she's talking about saving money, what does that look like? What are we actually talking about? If she moves to that new house and she's saving 20 grand a year, right? Maybe she doesn't make it up when she sells a home, but maybe by buying that home over time, she'll recoup that cost because her expenses are less. I feel like we got to paint the whole picture out and like go over the numbers on what it looks like to sell, what it looks like to buy, what she's going to end up saving by being in that smaller home with the lesser tax bracket, and run all the numbers for her and make her see the big picture. That's what I would do.
Okay. She also wants to move eventually, but it'll be 2 years down the road because she doesn't want her daughter to go to the high school she lived in that area.
So she got a lot of pain points here. It's a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's 2 years away from that, so she has time.
Wait, 2 years from selling the house you're talking about right now?
Yes. But if it's a matter of her daughter going to a different high school, her daughter's not going to be in the high school for 2 more years.
Okay.
But she's thinking of making the move now because she thinks she can get the most for her house. And if she goes out to further Jersey, where they're having more of a buyer's market, she feels like she'll do better.
Okay.
She's come a long way before I met her.
So it's a possibility in 2 years she could pay more for the house that she's going to buy now.
Yes.
So these are a bunch of important points you need to like tell this lady about.
Well, she doesn't want to wait 2 years. She just wants to get $850 for a house, but that's a lot for her house.
But she needs $650 for the house she wants to buy now.
Right.
Okay.
I personally think she needs to put the house on the market for $698, and maybe she'll get $725.
And that's with her doing the work?
Without doing anything. So she would make money in her scenario. But I don't want to say this to her, nothing's guaranteed. Yeah. So she does the work and we put her on the market still. She has to get the house perfect for $850, and that's the highest number. That's the highest number her town's getting right now, and she's on a busy street. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, then be direct. It ain't happening.
Right.
No matter what she does, that's those agents that are telling her that are being disingenuous, because it's not going to happen.
And you saving yourself time too. Don't forget about your time.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't want to list a house that I'm not gonna sell and spend money on it. No.
Shoot her straight, and if she's not coachable, that's why we lead generate, so we don't have to tolerate people who don't take our advice. I'd move on.
Well, I just started. I don't want to give up yet.
No, I'm not saying give up yet. However, when you see that she's not listening and she's not coachable, your time is important too, and you could be better off getting back on the phone and finding people who are going to listen to you and take the advice, and not working with someone who's unreasonable.
Thank you for the advice.
Yep. Anita.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. Good morning, everybody. So my objection is that you are too late to the game. I already have 20 calls and had 10 real estate agents that are the well-known broker in the area. So why would I hire you?
You're late to the game. Okay. Sean, you're late to the game. I've already talked to 20 people. Like, why should I even give you an opportunity?
Well, why are we speaking at this point? If you've already spoken to 20 other agents, why haven't you made a decision?
Great question.
I haven't made the decision yet because, I've put the sign for sale by owner. I got some offers, but I haven't got the number that I wanted to sell the house at.
Okay, what's your number you're looking for?
1.499.
1.5 basically is what
Yes,
you're saying. What's important about that number?
because that will get us to lose this mortgage on this property, be able to buy a house in Pennsylvania.
So you need to sell to buy?
Yes,
I got you. And where are you guys going to?
Pennsylvania, taxes is lower, and we could get something smaller for just three of us.
Okay. What happens if we can't get that 1.5 million?
We'll just stay here. This is our home, our dream home. But
Okay.
we don't mind giving this up.
So what got you moving in the first place? I know you said taxes, but is that the only reason?
No, it's just too big for us. I can't keep up with the house, cleaning it up. It's more expensive to keep it up than,
Yeah.
we just get something smaller.
How big's the house?
Uh, it's over 5,000.
Wow.
It,
It's a big
yeah,
house. How many people are in the
yes, it's a
house?
big.
Yeah.
Just three of us, me, my
Oh, three
husband,
of
and my
you.
son.
Yeah,
Yes.
I understand. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, would you like to would you be up for sitting down and talking about the numbers and seeing what we can get for your house at this time?
Remember, you already came and saw the house. You saw the house. I told you already. You're just too late to the game.
Oh,
We
I thought
already have. Yeah.
okay. So why are you interviewing so many agents?
Well, I want a big brokerage that's been around this, a well-known brand to take over this. I'm tired of doing it. I haven't got the number I want. So maybe they'll be able to give me the number that I'm looking for.
So other than a bigger brokerage, what else are you looking for in an agent to sell your home?
All right, I'm gonna
Just to be
pause you there.
aggressive.
I'm gonna pause you there. So this is a real situation you had, huh?
Yes.
Anita, have you ever made a decision in your life and then later on you found out there was actually a better decision you could have made?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. What if this is one of those situations? And because we haven't really talked yet about what I can do to help you, you don't know if I might not be the best agent for you.
True.
Couldn't hurt. I mean, all I'm hearing you say is you talked to 20 people and you have not hired any of them. So that's telling me you're probably holding out for a better option. And so what I'm going to do is just stop by and show you what I can do. And whatever you decide, I'm okay with. We just haven't had an opportunity for me to show you exactly what I can do. And I think you owe it to yourself to make sure that you make the right decision. Don't you?
That's fair enough.
Maybe. I don't know if that'll
Maybe.
work, but maybe. All right.
Maybe.
Maybe. What do you think? Like, if you said that to them, could that work? They talked to 20 people. They have not hired one person. Why is that? Help me understand.
Help me understand. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Kelly, what's your
Thank you.
scenario?
Agents are lazy. I don't need to hire an agent. I've learned so much about real estate while my house was on the market 5 times that I can do it myself the next time I list it, next time I'm ready to sell.
Agents are lazy, but I'm a realtor. That's different, right? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. So what did you say? Agents are lazy. Like, I can do it myself. I don't need an agent. Agents are lazy. How do you respond to that?
I said, if that's the case, then if all agents were lazy, then we would all get the same results, right? I said, we can agree that there are homes out here being sold. He's like, yeah, that's true. I said, so what about those agents that sold those houses? Were they lazy? And he's like, they could have been, I don't know, but I'm not hiring one. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I said, listen, we're all independent contractors and the way that we execute is different. We all run our own businesses and we execute differently. So I gave him a scenario about, about barbers. I said, have you ever gone to a barber and gotten a bad haircut? And he's like, yeah. I said, well, did that stop you from going to a barber shop? And he's like, no. I said, so not all agents execute the same way.
Mm. Did you think about like educating him? Like, I hear you say all agents are lazy. Do you know what I do to get property sold?
I don't think I said that.
Let me show you. Like, what's your how many points are in your marketing plan? Do you have one set up for when you list a property? Like all the things you do? Do you have that?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot, right?
It's a lot, yeah.
Do you think he might change his mindset around it if you actually showed him like let me show you exactly what I do?
Yeah, he may. He may. It may cause him to cause some uncertainty, like about his way of thinking. It might. But I don't know if it'll sway him. You know, he's like one of those FISBOs that I know everything. Like, you know.
I find the way to deal with those people a lot of times is I agree with them. I completely agree with you. Agents can be lazy.
Mhm.
We call those agents. What do we call those agents, guys? Come on, somebody tell me. Make me proud. Matt's got it. What do we call those people?
Secret.
Nope.
Passive?
Oh, 3Ps.
The 3P.
The 3P, yeah. Okay.
You know, I agree with you. Most agents are lazy, and we even have a term for them. We call them 3P agents. I don't know if anybody's told you that before, but they put your home in the multiple listing service. They put a sign to your front yard, and all they do is sit back and pray somebody buys it. So, yeah, I get that. Let me tell you why people hire me. It's because I do 2 additional things that are so important, and this is how I get property sold. I price watch. I know the market, so I know where we need to be priced so we're competitive. But more importantly, and this is it, this is where I put in all the work, I prospect. Has anybody talked to you about reverse prospecting and what that is? Let me show you what I do every single day. From 9 to 12, I'm on the phone finding buyers for my sellers. That's not lazy. That's me being proactive to make sure I get a buyer for your property. Could you see if you had someone working hard for you like that, how your property could get sold? Let me sit down and show you what I do to market property and what I do to get property sold. I'm just going to give you the information. If after you see that list, you think I'm lazy and I'm not going to do a good job for you, I will shake your hand and we can part ways. Give me 15 minutes. Like I would go in with that.
Okay, I wrote it down.
Okay.
Down.
All right. All right. So guys, we're at 9:26. Quick question for you guys. Who's working today? Just raise your hand. Who has a standard for their work day today? Here's what I mean by that. I am not stopping making calls until I talk to X number of people. Raise your hand if you have a standard. All right. Hillary, what's your standard? How many people do you have to talk to?
I have 20 people to talk to today. I have one meetup for coffee, and I'm doing circle prospecting for a listing that I just had. So I'm dropping by little treat bags since it's a holiday in the neighborhood that I just listed and hopefully sold.
Wow. You don't sound lazy to me. I would do a post and I'd be like, man, I heard a lot of sellers saying agents are lazy. Let me talk to you about my day. Let me show you my day. I think if we did a better job of documenting our days and showing people what we did, they wouldn't have that impression of us. Mm-hmm. All they see us do, though, is like, hey, I just had a closing. Hey, I just got a new listing. Hey, I have an open house this weekend. We really should start showing them what we do every single day. And I attempt to like demonstrate that. If you guys pay attention to my stories, I'm like showing you, hey, I'm working, and I put document versus create. All I'm doing is turning my camera on when I'm working. That's it, showing what I do and how I do it. I think we should start doing more of that. Brian, how about you? What's your standard? What you got going on? Oh, he's still muted. I don't know if he might be in, is he driving? Brian, can you unmute? I can't tell. 3, 2, 1. All right. Lenny, what's your standard?
At least 15 calls a day. I got to make at least, 2 contacts and meet with.
Whoa. Wait. Say that one more time. How many contacts?
15 calls a day. Hopefully I can get an appointment out of the day. And that typically takes place in my afternoon. So I kind of block out my schedule, around like 1 o'clock to go out to meet with people that I think.
Okay. Can I coach you around this really quickly? Are you full-time?
As of right now, yeah.
Okay. And I just wanted to make sure I understood what you said because your mic is kind of low. You're saying your goal is to make 15 calls, and out of those 15 calls, have 2 contacts.
Well, as many contacts as I can get.
But what's your standard? Like, what's the minimum that you want to have? Like today out of the 15 calls? What's the minimum contacts that you will make?
That I will make probably 15. Typically, based on historic, I've been speaking to at least 15 people. Will they want me to come out today?
Okay.
So, I mean,
Okay.
no.
You got me concerned because you said 15 calls, but you actually meant 15 contacts. I thought all you were doing was making 15 calls. Okay.
Because I get 15 people at least, right?
Good. Good. That makes me feel better because I thought I heard 15 calls, 2 contacts. All right. So, yeah, 15 people, conversations about real estate. Like, not you just talk to someone. If you're not asking, who do you know? If you're not talking about real estate, in my mind, you cannot count that as a contact. So you guys need to come up with a number, a standard. If you're full-time real estate, the minimum, like where a seller might think you're lazy, is probably 10, right? You guys should at least have 20 as your goal for contacts every single day. If you're doing this full-time, 20 contacts. And it doesn't just have to be on the phone, right? I teach prospecting on the phone. However, there's circle prospecting where you can door knock. There's posting on social media and engaging with people on social media. There's just getting out in the world and having conversations with people at the bank and at the store as long as you're having conversations about real estate, right? That counts. 20, think about that. It's a doable number if you guys focus on it. And I got to be honest with you. If you're not doing at least that in this market, you're not going to have the business you want. We got to be talking to more people. You guys recognize the market's getting tougher, right? You recognize we got to have more conversations in order to hit the same numbers we were hitting before. So, Lenny, I'm giving you a hard time for everybody because I think sometimes we give ourselves like, well, I made the calls. Maybe I didn't quite hit the number. But like if we were working for someone else, if we had a salary job and they told us you got to hit that 20 every day or else you're getting written up. And after you get written up 3 times, you're terminated and you're going to lose this job paying you $200,000 a year. Guess how many people we talk to every single day, come hell or high water? 20. We skip our lunch break, our smoke breaks. We be on that phone making sure we hit that 20. And all I'm saying is work as hard for you as you would work for them. 20 should be your standard if you're doing this full time. Kiara, what you got? I'm stressing Kiara out. She over there like, God, David.
Yeah.
It looked like I was stressing you out for a second. I'm sorry.
No, this is good. This is good because I'm not going to say I'm a new agent no more. This where I've been doing this all my life. But I have been pressured to make 20 dials. That's it. So I don't consider myself a full-time agent. I consider myself, I guess we call dual career agent because I do have other things. And then my kids are home learners, homeschool, whatnot. So for someone that is part-time or dual, like what should be my standard, just for starting out? Because what my mindset is, I'm trying to learn how to do more with less time. And so I was thinking about putting together a schedule to go on social media and go live because I used to do that a lot. And I can link Facebook, YouTube, and other places and have those conversations with people that actually want to come into the conversation. So that was a long question, but
No. So first and foremost, you're dual career, and I get it. So you have another job and you have kids, so you have a lot of responsibility. Only you know what your schedule's like. I will tell you 20 dials. Okay, you hit 20 dials and you're like, okay, I did it. But that's not income producing if you don't talk to anybody. So I think the metric of number of hours or number of calls doesn't really count because it don't matter if you don't talk to anybody. So I would tell you to come up with a realistic number of contacts that you can have every day. I don't know what that looks like for you because I don't know your schedule, but if I'm dual career, I'm thinking it's somewhere between 5 and 10 contacts. Actual conversations where you're talking to people about real estate. And the easiest way to get those reps in for rent by owners, for sell by owners, you get their phone number. It's free to get their phone numbers. They do tend to answer their phone because they are trying to sell a house. So that gives you a way to call people who are actually like raising their hand saying, hey, I'm interested, and then having conversations with them. And if you have enough of those conversations and you come here and you practice the scripts and what to say, you'll start converting those for sell by owners. So that's where I would start, because with you working dual career and with you having a family, when you're working with sellers, you can create the schedule and you know how it works for you. As an example, in my training program, I tell people, you know, Monday night at 4 you're free and Wednesday at 6 you're free. So when you're talking to for sale by owner, you're like, I can come out Monday at 4 and Wednesday at 6. What time works best? And they will choose a time based on your schedule. And then you can go out and meet with them, take the listing, and you don't have to do the open houses. You don't have to do the broker open. You don't have to sit the home inspection. That can all be leveraged out. You just need to make the appointment, go on the appointment, get the listing. After that, everything else can be leveraged. So in my opinion, and this is exactly what I did when I was a dual career, I was working full time. I called for sale by owners and set appointments in the evening and weekends. And that's how I got into real estate full time, is by working with people that were flexible around my schedules. Buyers, they want to go out when they want to go out. I couldn't do it because I was working. So I had to be seller focused. I say
Gotcha.
minimum 5. You figure that out. If you do 5 and you know you still have more time, then maybe start bumping it up to next day do 6, next day do
Yeah,
7.
yeah, okay, that sounds good, because I was thinking about working, doing my prospecting hours, or like you said, callings for as FISBOs was during the evening time between like 5 and 9. I'm usually available most of the time those week versus my daytime, but yes, I got it now. I saw somebody with a for sale by owner, and I was like, I want to call them. They didn't have it on the MLS, obviously, but I got a phone number, and I know the address. So I was overthinking, how do I call them? But my thought process was, instead of trying to provoke them and convince them to use me as their listing agent, I was thinking about maybe just stopping by or putting something in mail as a resource to help them sell their home. And if they need help, then call me. But that's just what my thought process was. But thank you.
No, so here's what you do. You call them and you say, hey, I saw you for sale by owner. I'm a local realtor. My job is to know the inventory in the area. I haven't seen your house yet. And I'm free tonight at 6 or tomorrow at 10. What's the best time for me to come by and take a look? And when you come by, bring an item of value. Like, hey, I don't know if you have this. Here's a blank seller's disclosure. You have to have this filled out for anybody who wants to buy your home. So I just wanted to bring you a copy. Here's what I recommend. You fill it out, make multiple copies, scan it into a PDF. So if you have to email it to someone, you have it. And just count on me to be your go-to resource for real estate. If you have any questions, feel free to call me and I'll check in on you, and see how things are going. So start off just by being a resource. Your job is to know the local inventory. That's why you need to see the house. Don't lie. Hey, I got a buyer. Don't play those games. Just go see the house, get into a conversation with them. And when you go there and they're showing you the house, start asking questions off your script. So why are you selling the house on your own? Where are you going? What's your time frame? What are you doing to market the property? How'd you come up with your price? Just make it conversational as you're going through the house, but you can have your script right there. But as you're walking through the house, look at your script and ask a question just conversationally. And by the time you leave, you'll have a lot of information. It sounds
All right,
simple.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
It sounds simple because it is simple. We overcomplicate it. Just go do it. Seriously. And you got a good personality. You got a great smile. You'll make them feel comfortable. Just go do it. FISBO is your fastest source of business opportunity. I'm speaking to you based on what I did to go from dual career to working real estate full time. That's exactly what I did. So I know it works.
Gotcha.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. Yeah. Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. All right. Guys, go get after it. Figure out a standard today, just for today. Make a commitment with honor. I'm talking to 10 people minimum. I'm talking to 20 people minimum. And then you're not allowed to quit until you do. And if that means at 7 o'clock, instead of trick-or-treating, you go out there with some business cards and knock on some doors, do what you got to do, right? People are expecting door knockers today. Go knock on some damn doors, right? And while you're at it, grab some Reese's peanut butter cups for your boy. But at the same time, just go do it. If you have that standard, I remember coming home, sitting in my driveway, knowing I had 2 more calls I had to make. And before I went in the house, because I know when I go in the house, my kids were wanting to be with daddy. They were young. I stayed in the driveway until I talked to 2 more people. It took me like another 20 minutes, but I was committed to it, so I kept that commitment. Don't break commitments to yourself. Keep the commitment, do the work. See y'all later. Kara, let me know how it goes. I want to hear. See y'all.